Good day. This video is part of the Media and Technology Literacy for Accreditors series of TVUP. My name is Alexander Flor, and I would like to talk to you about disruptive and emergent technologies. Part 1 of my presentation is artificial intelligence. Before I begin, I would like to make a disclaimer that this presentation intends to provide context and insight on disruptive and emergent technologies that will impact on higher educational programs that may influence our better judgment as accreditors. The views and opinions expressed do not represent the entire spectrum of thought on artificial intelligence within the UP Open University in particular, and the open educational community in general. These opinions are not meant to determine or influence the development of higher education standards for Philippine institutions. Okay. Now, we all live in an information society, and what you actually see right now on the screen is the universal symbol for open access. You see the open padlock and the small letter A as well as O, meaning open access. And these are coats, this is the coat of arms of the antecedent or precedent of the UP Open University. This is the UK Open University coat of arms. Learn and live. Take note that the UK Open University is never called United Kingdom Open University. No, unlike us, we are called the University of the Philippines Open University. 2 universities and 1 name. Okay, I think the original intention of those who established the UP Open University was just to call it UP Open University, such as the UK Open University. Okay, but anyway, that discussion is for another day. Now, there are, again, this is the universal symbol for open educational resources. And do you know that the University of Michigan has an open university? Okay. The University of Michigan Open University is not called the University of Michigan Open University, but Open.Michigan. The Open University of the University of Nottingham is called Open Nottingham. And all these open universities have struggled with technology. And some of these technologies are disruptive, such as when Web 2.0 came in. Okay, this was really quite disruptive among open universities who made use of printed modules and resource persons who had very strong feelings about what these modules may contain. Okay. Now, we are in an environment where, as a matter of necessity, we need to adopt technologies, and some of these technologies are disruptive. And one which is not only in the horizon, but is here with us right now, is generative AI, generative artificial intelligence. You would be familiar with this, such as ChatGPT of OpenAI. The company that developed ChatGPT is OpenAI. And Canva has been with us for a number of years already. We have been using this at UPOU to develop our instructional materials. And Google recently has released Bard, okay, which is also generative, similar to ChatGPT, although different in design, I think. But this is one of the more intriguing platforms. Midjourney, artificial intelligence art generator. Some of you may have seen the products of Midjourney, artwork generated by artificial intelligence, and they are so fantastic, so out of this world. And it was generated by artificial intelligence. You could not spot a defect in the quality of the art, but the context in which they were presented was so bizarre and so out of this world, so to speak, that of course it would intrigue you. And intentionally, I did not include some of the Midjourney AI products, since it would take us the entire day just to discuss its features. Okay, so we are now faced with generative AI. These are the thoughts of Bill Gates on artificial intelligence. He believes that the development of AI is the most important technological advance in decades. It is as fundamental as the creation of the microprocessor. It is as fundamental as the development of the personal computer during the 80s or the late 70s. It's as fundamental as the internet and the mobile phone. And it will change the way people work, learn, travel, get healthcare, and communicate with each other. Let me put an emphasis on the word learn. It will change the way people learn. This is Bill Gates' optimistic views on artificial intelligence. Now, perhaps several months after he expressed his views, Microsoft, his company, lays off an ethical AI team as it doubles down on open AI, meaning open AI is, after all, a competitor. Okay? And the ethical AI team of Microsoft had this particular role. Microsoft slips ads into AI-powered Bing, which is their search engine. Okay? This came out in an article on March 29, 2023. Microsoft's new AI Copilot to help write your notes. A few weeks later, or a week later, it came out. Now, Jimmy Wales, the founder of Wikipedia, is going to use generative AI to improve Wikipedia. Amazon Web Services debuting a 10-week accelerator program on generative AI startups for AWS credits and other Amazon products. Microsoft, Wikipedia, Amazon Web Services, Meta, Twitter, LinkedIn, all of them are on the bond wagon already. And this was months back, actually the first quarter of 2023. Also, Italy banned ChatGPT over privacy data collection concerns. And then there is the rise of generative AI to revolutionize many industries, but comes at the cost of jobs. This is the headline of Goldman Sachs. Now, Goldman Sachs even shared with us a graph that says that 18% of work could be automated by artificial intelligence. But the effects will be larger in developed markets than in emerging markets. And there is this fact that an AI engineer's job pays up to $335 annually without even a degree in technology. This AI engineer, and that is my source of this. There is also Elon Musk's pessimistic view of artificial intelligence. I think the danger of AI is much greater than the danger of nuclear warheads by a lot. And nobody would suggest we allow the world to just build nuclear warheads. There was this Frankenstein moment. I could click on this link to show you this Frankenstein moment in March 29, when there was an open letter to open AI labs, urging them for a moratorium for developing more powerful models of ChatGPT. The open letter was issued by the Future of Life Institute, and it was signed by thousands of so-called thought leaders in this field. Next, we have to interrogate artificial intelligence. Is this a question of ethics? During the global conversation on the development of ChatGPT 4, there were a number of webinars and events where our thought leaders here in the Philippines judged or approached the AI question, as a matter of ethics. Okay. I myself, I find that difficult to believe. Okay. The developers of artificial intelligence are different from hackers. Okay. Hackers are unethical. Coders, developers, they're generally ethical. Imagine, for instance, that here at the Open University, computer ethics is one of the required subjects. Now, to give a blanket statement that coders and developers may lack ethics, I think is not called for. Perhaps it is a matter of values when a coder or a developer would program a service that would bring him name, fame, and perhaps gain, okay, without looking into the higher order consequences of this service or program. But that would be values and not ethics. As a matter of fact, I think that it is more an issue of ignorance. We do not know enough about artificial intelligence. And so we must leverage our collective knowledge to address this question. Okay. Artificial intelligence not only automates and augments, but it automates automation and augments augmentation. As a matter of fact, it automates augmentation and augments automation. So it is like computing at a higher level. Artificial intelligence cannot create, although it makes the impression that it does. It actually composes. It composes from the patterns that it observes on how humans, for instance, express themselves. So that's why ChatGPT is called a large language model, because it is based on how we use language. The patterns that are observed there would be the basis for artificial intelligence composition of, let's say, a letter or a speech or so on. So it is determined by how we use language. Artificial intelligence does not conceptualize, but it constructs. We conceptualize, it constructs. And our use of language is semantic, while in the case of artificial intelligence, it is synthetic. I don't think there will be a time when the machine can breach that barrier of consciousness that humans have. So we need to distinguish between consciousness and computation before making these generalizations regarding artificial intelligence. Okay, but there are unexplained behaviors of AI services, such as hallucinations. There is this tendency to create things out of, invent things out of patterns. Given all these, what are we to do as program accreditors, as educators? Well, as educators, we need to assess the primary and higher order impacts of generative artificial intelligence. We need to do futures or anticipatory research. This is something that we have not done, unfortunately, on technologies that have been developed in the past decade or so. There were no higher order impacts that were assessed. Given the fact that we as academe would have the tools to conduct research, then we might as well leverage these tools. We have to test and critically evaluate generative AI platforms and services to determine unintended outcomes. We have to accept the fact that AI is here to stay and determine how we may engage with it creatively without compromising our values. We have to identify emerging competencies resulting from the application of AI in the professions and incorporate these competencies into outcomes-based educational offerings. Okay. And this is where our program accreditors would come in. Now, artificial intelligence was meant to augment and to automate processes, not to replace those who perform these processes. Humans think, computers compute. Humans conceptualize, computers construct. Artificial intelligence will not replace us by any means. But the person who uses artificial intelligence will and may replace you. Let us be open to AI, but we should do this with caution. Like I did, I just installed ChatGPT in my Gmail. Google allows that, Okay, now, the person that you see, his name is James Lovelock. He was the one who proposed the Gaia hypothesis during the 70s. It was his conviction that the Earth is one living organism. That is the Gaia hypothesis. And now he is introducing the term Novacene. Novacene to take over the Anthropocene in this new book that he has. Actually, it was published in 2019. Novacene. So on an optimistic note, James Lovelock, who introduced the Gaia hypothesis in the early 70s, says that the Anthropocene has ended in 2019. The Anthropocene is defined by ways in which humans had attained the ability to alter geology and ecosystems of the entire planet. Now, the Novacene is a new geological age which began in 2019, characterized by hyperintelligence, where technology has merged with humanity, where technology has merged with humanity in altering geology, ecosystems, and self-regulating Gaia. Now, AI, of course, would be at the foremost of this so-called hyper intelligence, and it's an optimistic view of artificial intelligence.